Wittayasathid is a Thai school. We are using the Thai curriculum for the students. We still using the Thai language in the school with the emphasis in languages. We also have the native speaking of English and also the Chinese in the school as well. So our children are being preparing for international environment.
I was really taken with the unique potential that Phuket International Academy Day School represents. It's not only the IB, the opportunity to establish an IB program over the next few years. It's not only having quality exceptional teachers, outstanding teachers recruited worldwide. It's not only about having cutting-edge IT. I think we have to realize that Phuket International Academy is one of 3 centres sharing the same vision, a vision of flourishing in a sustainable world. And it's the synergy that comes from not only being a very good school in itself, as we aspire to that, but also to the added value, the enrichment that we get from the Sports Arts and Wellness Academy Centre that is being established, which will be established as a recreational focus for the Phuket community, as well as for elite athletes and artists, and the physical and creativity enrichment that represents for the school, but also for the Mind Centre, which brings top research Western neuroscientists together with leading authorities on the Eastern traditions of meditation. And the spin-off that we will get from that in the school in terms of being able to develop cutting-edge social and emotional programs to help our children tackle this very challenging new world that they'll be going into in 2030, 2020, whenever.
And I've started my position as Director of Instruction here at QSI. It's a small school of about 150 students, which really makes it intimate. It's a big change from the school I came from in China that was about 2,400 Chinese nationals. I was at school about 2.5 weeks into the year, and we had a couple of students that were from German descent. And every day that these girls, Cornelia, would come to school, it was hard. They didn't speak English, they didn't speak Thai, and it was difficult for them to acclimate to the situation that was going on. And so every day it was cry and it was cry, and we tried to work it out. And I talked with their mother and father every chance that I got. So about 2.5 weeks into the school year, I saw the father of this student, and he was standing at the railway at the entry of QSI, and he was looking off like into the air. And I was waiting. I was like, oh boy, here we go. What's wrong with Cornelia? What's going on with her life? And I said, hello, how are you? Everything's going. And he says, Matt, this place is a miracle. My daughter doesn't want to come home. The other school she's been at beforehand, the second I get there to school, she wants to run home. Here she wants to stay. And I'm not saying QSI is a miracle, but I swear it's a place where you can come and people know your name, and people know your problems, and people care about where you're going in your life. QSI is a fantastic educational model. I was invited to Seattle this summer, and we spent about 7 days learning the QSI, the model.
My name is Mook Nutchayuda Thephabutr. I'm a Phuket local, and I attended BIS in year 2000, in year 3. I've been at BIS for 10 years. I'm in year 13 now, about to graduate. My first impressions of the school, there's a lot of transition from when I moved from my previous school to BIS 10 years ago. My most strong impressions were how BIS encouraged us to think for ourselves, to inquire, to ask, and this helped me develop a personal engagement in everything we do in our studies, in and outside class. Only through personal engagement can I really study English literature, something I'm very interested in, and do it well enough to get first place in Thailand for my IGCSE Cambridge exam. That was 2 years ago in IGCSE. I'm a Thai student, so English is my second language. While studying English in school, I also get to interact with students from other countries, America, Canada, England, China, Mongolia, Korea. I get to exchange our values, question my own, and this really helps me to develop myself as a more international person. Helps me being more open-minded. I understand other people better as well as I can understand myself. And although I have lived in Phuket for my whole life, I'm a local here, my family has always been here. I know that I will have international mobility